All right, man. Eyes up. Take a look at what we got here. Let's remember what we're running here, okay? This means you go first and you go second. Does that make sense? Make sure you don't mess this up, all right? Can we please execute?
Anytime! That 180! Black 15! Anytime! Set! We're okay. We're okay. Black and left. Hut. Set! Set! 180! Hut! Hut! Set! 380! Set! 80 hut! Set 180! Black 15! Green hut! Set green 90! Brown 80! Green hut! Set white 90! Brown 80! Green hut! Set brown 80! Green 90! White 80 hut! Set! White 90! Set hut!
Hey, man, that was great. I mean, you had a great day today. You finally getting it. You're starting to turn a corner, and that's what we like to see as a coaching staff. Show us some more.
game one of the post-Andrew Luck era. It's the coach. This is week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, this week 1 matchup between the Colts and the Chargers, there are a couple of ties between the two franchises. Of course, Colts head coach Frank Reich, he spent 2 seasons as the Chargers offensive coordinator in 2014 and 15. Then he would have 2 years as the Eagles OC before coming to Indianapolis. But also, Colts fans, they do not have good memories of the 2007 and 2008 seasons, both times losing to the Chargers in the playoffs when they felt like they had a team that could have gone to the Super Bowl. They'll run the screen with Mack, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 41, Brissett. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
To throw again on second down. Brissett, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8. Brissett going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll run with Mack. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On 2nd and 11 now. Brissett into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. I think that's Mack who's still down. Yeah, it is. Mack apparently shaken up there. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Brissett from the gun on 3rd. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
That opening drive looked good. First down, Brissett. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
What's tight? Tight end right. What's tight? Tight end.
A run by Mack to start the drive. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On third down, Brissett. And Pascal's got it.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Brissett going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. This is Mack on the counter. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
You see me? You see me?
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. This goes to Mack on the check down. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They've got it. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And a sack. They get to him defensively, but the flag comes in, and I think the D jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. On play action, Brissett. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
On 2nd down now, it's Mack. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 44-yard line. Brissett now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. To throw, Brissett. Throw complete there, Rodgers. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Brissett, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. They'll get him to the ground at the 20, following a pickup of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on it doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
To throw is Brissett. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The versatility of Derwin James comes right into play there. Whether he's playing deep safety or playing close to the line of scrimmage, always a threat to get around the ball carrier and put him on the ground. The surprise to me on draft night, that he lasted to the number 17 pick with the Los Angeles Chargers. I thought he would go earlier.
Now on 2nd and 13, Brissett got it complete to Rodgers. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They'll run here with Matt. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 6-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Starting the drive with a give to Mack. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
They'll run on first down. Mack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. On second down, it's Hines. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. That'll be caught by Rodgers. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. They'll start on the ground with Mack. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Denzel Perryman there to bring him down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. From the gun, here's Brissett. Dumps this one off to Mack. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Now after the completion, we're going to get a time. Timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chargers will be... First down. It's Mack. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. Make it 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Staying on the ground with Mack. Give him 3 yards up. Run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blow. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that. They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. Able to push his way through. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Brissett sets to throw it. Joey Bosa picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. He'll return it from the 6. A good return there, 17.
Let's go. Let it. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey.
Brissett to throw on first. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And we spotlight Keenan Allen as he gets set to go back to work. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Brissett on first down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Called that a very strong gain of 24. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Out of the gun, Brissett. To the right side to Eric Ebron. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he gets it down to the 32. That catch good for 5. It's third down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Brissett again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Brissett now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. He completes this one to Mack. Oh, and Mack has the ball stripped. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad. And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run it with Mack. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Let's go, D. Big series.
They'll try to run with Hines, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Brissett. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Now Brissett on 4th down. And he's got his tight end. That's Ebron, and it's a Colt touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass as his guys are able to pull a bit closer.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying,
Complete to Eric Ebron. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both, because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
He'll look to throw. Funches has it complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. He's back to throw. Ebron caught left side.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Now Brissett. And he's got his man Hilton. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. From the red zone now, Brissett. And a quick throw here that's complete. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught on the final play, a touchdown. How about that? And a 2-point conversion now will send us to overtime.
Well, there's no doubt that this crowd has absolutely been rocked by what they just saw. But guess what? There's still 2-point conversion to deal with. Still a little drama left.
No time on the clock. Are we going to overtime, or does it end right here?
Kill, kill, kill.
They'll try and run it in. And, oh, he stops short of the goal line, and the defense celebrates as they've won the football game. Wow, partner, let's take a moment here to catch our breath. What a finish. They did get the touchdown that they so desperately needed, but they also had to have the 2-point conversion. They couldn't get it done.
And we got to start keeping oxygen tanks up here with us, don't we, when we have games like this. But as you noted, such a dramatic ending. They got the points they needed to put themselves in position. And then the last big play, that effort, and they come up just a bit short.
And the defense in that situation, you're on your heels. You're reeling offense for the momentum, but boy, credit to them for stepping up, getting the stop.
Without a doubt, finding a way to finish off the game and a win for their team.
So for the home team here, a win's a win as they eke out the 2-point victory to take the season opener. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Once you're ready, go ahead and select Advance Week to get to your next game.
Gordon's got the ground game. It's the coach. You're watching Madden Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll get a look at Melvin Gordon, fresh off a big game a week ago, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Detroit Lions. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff,
Hey, go 20!
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They go play action here on first down. And that's complete to Jesse James. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
This thrown quickly out to Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The numbers for Jones a week ago: 7 catches, 119 yards, and the score.
And one of the top receiving games in the league in week 1, and they're expecting those types of games from him each and every time out. And they're going to need that from him if they want to make a move towards a league title.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. From the gun, here's Stafford. Got a man, it's Amendola. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. The reception good for 7. It's third down. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Throwing again is Stafford. He's got Curse. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 18. Stafford going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. They'll run with McKissick. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Amendola's got it, complete. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Red 80.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
On 1st down, Stafford here. He'll get this one to Galladay. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. A look at Kerryon Johnson, 2nd-year man out of Auburn. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Here's McKissick. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the 1st round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future all-pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago. Really, it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Stafford now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this 1st half. It's 1st and 10. A nice pickup on 1st down. 7 yards. From just shy of midfield, Stafford, catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Stafford now, only 1 pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Stafford going to get this one to Johnson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. 7-7, our score after 1. Stafford going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. So they'll... come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Stafford. Caught by Jones. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion 1st down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that...
And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 14.
Set. 260.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Stafford on first down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. His throw incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Stafford dumping it off for Johnson. Johnson, oh, it's poke free. Football's out. And picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it? As a fumble returned it.
Shut up. 20.
52 to Mike. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Stafford. James has got it. Complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jesse James. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys are able to regain the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got him, took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight...
Set. 250.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On 2nd down, Johnson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a straight.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And he's got room. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a charge.
Ready. 180.
On first down, it's Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
The Lions on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a first down following a gain of 3. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Johnson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Stafford. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator, but my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And his first carry, he loses the football. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the air now with Stafford. And this is caught by Curse. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Out of the gun, Stafford to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Now a first down throw. Stafford to the right and complete to Galladay. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm going to hit you all day.
Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
And this will be taken at the 13. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of down.
Ready. Got a 20. Zero.
Check 13. Check 13.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Stafford toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And it's 3rd down. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
This is taken at the 15.
That's it, baby. We gon' work. Mike check.
260.
Tight end right. Tight end right.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Again, it's Johnson. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, yeah.
Here's Sam Martin now. He's been terrific so far. As we've come to the end. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. After the interception, here's Stafford. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jermaine Kearse, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Well, what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover.
Throwing on 1st down. Stafford, screen play, Johnson. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. If you're thinking of a comeback here, you go to 2016. That's when Stafford had an NFL record 8 fourth-quarter comebacks. But last year, despite playing all 16 games, he had 0.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 36. Stafford going to come up 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. To the air again, Stafford. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Stafford. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea.
On 1st down, Stafford. He's got his man. It's Curse. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Here's Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. To throw is Stafford. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Stafford now to throw. And no, it's incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for our visitors, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Fellas, we're not done yet. We still got more practice to go. We've had a good week so far. Let's make sure we finish the same way. Sunday's opponent is a tough one, so we need to be great out here today, okay?
Hut! Set! Hey, Brown 80! Set! 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 Green 80! 180! Green hut! Set! Black 15! Set! Set green 90! Black 11! Black, green hot! Set 180! Set 180! And hot! All right, green 80! And hot! Set black 15! Green hot! Stay there! Stay there! Brown 80! Hot hot! Set! Brown 80! Set!
Hey, man, listen. Great job today. It was a step in the right direction for you and this team. And as long as you keep moving in the right direction, we're gonna be just fine.
south of the border on a Monday night. It's the coach. This is Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, the NFL has traveled to Mexico, and they're going to be treated to one of the best games of the entire year, as we'll see the Kansas City Chiefs and the LA Chargers. I'll be back at halftime, but first we head down to Estadio Azteca, 7,200 feet above sea level, as we say hola to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Tonight, it's another installment of the International Series, and we've got... First down, Mahomes. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams, and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. 22 carries, 71 yards, and a touchdown. 2nd and 5 now. Mahomes. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch, but still
no yardage.
Okay.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces... Mahomes now on 1st down. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Breanne Body Calhoun. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands. They go play action. Now Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 30 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On play action, it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards the pickup there. Mahomes now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Complete. The tight end Kelce. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all... And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Damian Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe...
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. It's Hill. Complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go.
First down, it's Ware. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that pass is going to be intercepted by the All-Pro DB Desmond King. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a charge. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Pulled in at the 24. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. Melvin Gordon now, he and the offense, they trot back out there. We're in this.
Use the mic. We want this.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out right at the 35.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still. And
that's caught inside the 30. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the 2nd quarter strong. A little bit of time left. So a 75-yard scoring drive. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Kelsey, such a valuable part of this offense. Made the Pro Bowl the last 4 seasons. 2018 being the most productive when he went over 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns, and a great relationship between he and Pat Mahomes off the field. Very good friends, attended a bunch of high-profile sporting events together in the offseason, and that chemistry, it certainly shows on the field. And now here's a deep shot that's complete and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Mahomes to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa racking up sack number 12 here.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it with Williams. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now. Coming up. And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And Butker able to put this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now here's Mahomes. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Phillip Rivers and his Chargers about ready to take over again. So, Charles.
Yellow. 58, right there. Here we go.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. That is incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
The busy night continues for Williams. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mahomes going to throw. Gets this one to Hill. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 55 yards. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. That is a dangerous combination right there as we are learning quickly. Mahomes to Hill.
And think about the number of ways.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So
Gentlemen, you saw exactly what I saw, didn't you? Their offense has been talking smack about us all week. All week. Let's go out here and have a good day so we can prove them wrong when it comes game time.
Set. 390. Read hot. Ready. 190. Read hot. Set. Hey, Brown 80. Read hot. Set. 180. White. 80 hot. Set 180. Black 15. Set hot. Ready! Black 11! Hut! Hut! Set 180! Set 180! The hunt! The hunt! Set 180! Green 80! Green hunt! Set! We're okay. We're okay. Black 15! The hunt!
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. We are just moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the
Yellow. Argo 80. 43.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And that gain of 9 buys a new set of downs.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Mecole Hardman the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 26. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Completes it to Hardman. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards, the final tally. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. To throw, it's Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but you...
Yellow.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Strip that ball. Back.
On the toss, here's Williams. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They go play fake. Mahomes. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
They'll run on first down. It's Williams, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
On second down, Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Let's go, B, let's go.
Mahomes now to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Williams. Credit the tackle to Brandon Mebane.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Denzel Perryman coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the...
On first down, it's Williams. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Williams. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. The Chiefs on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football, incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, standing just about on his own goal line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at about the 28. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about.
Offense.
So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And Robinson with a big catch. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Williams. Williams loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Throwing is Mahomes on third. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13 to 10. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder.
They start the second half here with Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking downfield for Kelsey. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. Kelsey, the intended receiver.
Let's go. Yellow. I'm the blue lady. Get in the weight room.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Mahomes now 5 for 5 on the drive. He's responded after the interception. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes throwing complete there to Robinson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown as they have taken the lead. Great corner out there, not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now Williams. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber.
This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. They'll run on 1st down. Williams. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack. The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands that can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Give him 13 yards there at a Kansas City first down. first down. Williams. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. Throwing on second down, Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catch. Right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Is that they often become the leading receiver.
We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Mahomes to throw once more. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now here's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and they take possession of the football. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 15. 28 yards to gain there on the catch and run.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys. But you and I both know that's easier said than done. When the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? They will run with Ware. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on fourth and goal?
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. So they went for it from the one on fourth and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it.
Yellow. 180. 52.
Mahomes to throw. Got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7. Past the 30 to the 32. Now Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. 20, 10, and he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I'll bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of the divisional round playoffs on EA Sports. We are just moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cleveland Browns. So with that, let's get up to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. For the call, we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, these fans have waited for this moment for decades, but playoff football has come to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between our visitors and the Cleveland Browns. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
Play fake. Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number one from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
Set, 180.
Plus 49. 65, 65. 65.
Right touch.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now Mayfield lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. The other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Mayfield to throw it. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. A nice pickup there, 19 yards, and they're set up better for third.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to... That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for the Browns, and even 50 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Landry, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And we are tied at 7. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout. An injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Mayfield now. Got a man. That's Rashard Higgins. Call it a gain of 5. And it'll be a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Yeah, baby! That's a gain of
3. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And again, it's Mayfield. For Beckham. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 40 yards. as his guys have now moved out in front. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? Sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes us...
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check 31. Check 31.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Yardage, the leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now Chubb. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Chubb on the counter. And an alley to run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, 31 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying.
Pistol. 180.
Our time. It's our time. Check. Lucky.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Hey, 133.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Oh, Chubb fumbled it and picked up by the Chargers.
Yeah, baby. We got it.
180.
Tight. Watch right. Tight. Watch right.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that's knocked away and incomplete. There defensively was Nasir Adderley making a nice play.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the cover. To find anyone open.
And it's taken in at the 9. $12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take them.
Hey, 4 down.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Made by Thomas Davis.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right. Everyone got four.
A toss play to Chubb. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 76 yards. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Mayfield, this is the tight end, Njoku. At a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard of the completion. It's second and goal.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They run. Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown here in this first half. And once again, the Browns are back in front. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are... On the ground, it's Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. From the 17, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Mayfield now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's first and 10. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. The Charger offense making their way back out there. the carry, it's Chubb. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Mayfield looks to throw. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 37. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Chubb. And he loses the football a 2nd time. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Seibert's kick is good. And that will finish off this. And we're back now here in Cleveland. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Handoff comes to Chubb. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. They run it again with Chubb. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some real...
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A give. This is Chubb. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that.
First down, Mayfield. And, oh, what a catch that time by Landry. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And now running right through it. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Hunt. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And he's got the hook up to Landry. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
He lets this one fly toward the back. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry.